Hi, I'd like to give a quote from one of my favorite books, and this book is Far From the Tree, and it's by Andrew Solomon. It's from Ludwig Wittgenstein, and he says, "All I know is what I have words for." So when it comes to words and the language we use, and as it pertains to martial arts, we can talk about it in various ways, but for the purpose of this video we'll talk about it as it comes to points. Now, talking about competitive formats, you have different trains of thought. You have a point scoring format, which would be more standard way for competitors to compete, where a match can end either by points, say at the end of a 6-minute contest, whoever scored the most, or by submission in that format if a submission happened before the time ran out. Now, there are different rule sets, one of which would have a delayed point system, such as the ADCC rule set, and another one is the EBI, which doesn't have any kind of point system at all. Now this got me to think, like, does the point system kind of enrich how martial arts, how Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is done, or does it detract? Because it has been the source of controversy. In my opinion, I believe that the point system can provide greater meaning to what is going on, and for different audiences it can create a more worthwhile experience. So for instance, in basketball, points are scored depending upon how far away the ball is when it lands in the basket. That's one way to assess who's ahead. When it comes to Jiu-Jitsu, I feel that adding a numerical value to what's taking place can make it kind of more palatable to an audience. It can give them something to focus in on that makes things more comprehensible. But I would really be interested in what everyone else thinks. And, like, say if for every tournament that placed emphasis on a point scoring system, there was a tournament that favored submission, was operating under a submission only rule set. Which tournament would you find yourself more willing to participate in? If both sides were equal, if both sides had an equal showing? And also, how do you feel the strategy would differ if you had to compete in a sub-only format? If the point system wasn't what was being factored in, it wasn't as meaningful as it is in your standard rule set. Thanks. And if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and also check out my previous work. I'm doing a video series that I'm having a lot of fun with.